All right, I'm looking at another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with sense, and I want to, assume the yellows are true, repeat one of the vowels. I like to try and repeat some letters so I can get a sense of where the lies are. We could do something like ENS, or maybe an S at the beginning. Spent, sure. That should, oh no. Why does that not work? 3 lies. Oh, the E's. I got so focused on, well, I'm just gonna assume those are true. Here's the thing. This is really good. So let's look at the E's for a second, which is what I should have looked at first. Can this be true? It can, but can it be true? It can be true, but what that means is that, so you have 2 E's in here. If there's 1 E in the word, right? Let's say that the word starts with an E. This should be colored, the first one yellow, the second one gray, right? And so for the second one to be yellow, the first one then could not be true, because you couldn't have both of these true, because the E is first, third, or fourth. You should color the first E yellow. So if this is true, this is the lie, right? And if this is not true, then it's the lie, right? Those are the 2 options, because either this is a lie, okay, or it's true, which forces this to be the lie. That's the only way that can work. So these other 3 have to be true. So if we're going to assume the E and the N, the yellows are true, then the gray has to be the lie. So we could do something EEN. That would work. Something like green. Let's try that. That'll work. Okay. Well, clearly, either there's an E or there's not, right? Those can't both be true. So one of the E's is a lie, which means there's only one E, because these can't both be lies, essentially. So there's only one E, which therefore means, now we said if this was true, this had to be a lie and there was 2 E's. So therefore, this cannot be true. This is the lie. This is true. Now we don't know if there is an E yet. And so either of these could theoretically be the lie if there's an E, third or fourth. No, that's not true. The only way we can have an E now is if it's at the end. If it's third, let's say this is an E right here, right? Or like make it a lie. Let's say that's an E. If there's an E third, this is a lie. The only way this can be true and there's an E in the word is if the E is at the end. So we can only have an E at the end. So doesn't necessarily mean these are true. In fact, this one is definitely true. This one could still be a lie, because if there is an E at the end, this one should be yellow, not the fourth one. But at any rate, okay, if we assume the G and the N are true, then we can't have an E, because the E would have to be at the end. In fact, so we can therefore say, if this is the lie, it's because there's an E at the end, right? That's the only place we can put an E. If that's a lie, the E is at the end, but that makes this also a lie. So actually, this can't be a lie. There can't be an E. We know that. Okay, so I want to assume the R is the lie, so we can repeat as many things as possible. So let's do grown. We'll check a couple vowels. Okay. Interesting. So wherever the lie is, it was the lie twice, which means these are not lies. So there is an O and an A. Okay, so, well, if we go back to the R being the lie again, is there any way to use the O and the A? I mean, the R wouldn't have to be there. You could do, something like this, but that's not going to be a word. I don't think there's any way to do it. There's some other, you could do like argon as an anagram of grown, but of course that's gonna have too many. If you move the G somewhere else, then you can't have an R. You could also do organ, but of course that's not gonna work. So the G and the N can't both be true, I don't think. I don't think the R can be the lie. I think the R is true. And we know there is an N, so if the G is true, then the N has to be somewhere else. Something, like this, or gone something. Gonna? Oh, but the N can't be third because of sense. Right, right, right. So I don't think it's gonna work to have the G. It's probably there's probably something we could do, but I'm not coming up with it. So I think that's the G is the lie. So maybe something like that. That could be good. Bacon. Let's do bacon. Bacon is always good, and it's also a good guess. Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere now. So if we do the A and the O-N, the B or the C has to be the lie. So if we do the C here, I don't know of anything. If we do that, baton would work. Ah, the answer was baton. All right, very nice. Well, it was helpful getting so the double E helped a lot at the beginning. Once I realized once I noticed it, because of the coloring on it, it helped a lot. That limited the options quite a bit. And then getting the lie twice in a row between green and grown was actually really helpful because and the fact that we happened to have the O and the A in there helped a lot because then we knew those letters were in the word right away. So sometimes things line up and repeating letters get you contradictions and that can help a lot. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but today it did. So anyways, let me know if you groaned because somebody gave you green bacon for breakfast this morning. That'd be kind of gross. And of course, how long it took you to receive the baton, receive the handoff from the puzzle. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.